This playthrough is rated M for mature.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module? Guess we're doing this the hard way. Nice shot.
This is why you humans have such a violent reputation.
Personally, I would have just thrown a rock at it.
Remind me to stay on your good side, Commander.
Oh man, PETA's gonna have a field day with this one. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mass Effect, and you know what? I actually don't care what PETA thinks. They're hypocritical assholes anyway. But anyway, in the last episode of Mass Effect... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I did the Kahoe mission, the one where you're supposed to negotiate with the guards.
I brought you in to avoid a bloodbath.
I mean, not negotiate, but to, like, save the scientists, but I did... I mean, I showed this before with FemShep, where she does the polite responses, and you actually have to try to get the 5 or 6 scientists killed. Like, you really have to go out of your way to, like, kill those guys. Usually, most missions will, unless you... I mean, you do have to try to save all of them. That actually takes a bit more effort because of maybe, like, accidentally destroying canisters or something like that. But usually, you're going to get the 1 to 4 scientists killed, but usually getting either the... save all scientists or kill all scientists, you actually have to work at that type of stuff. So, but yeah, in the last episode, we dealt with Major Kyle and our old Major from back at Torafon, and like before, we decided to make ourselves not quite the sole survivor, but our ruthless personality to truth as we killed Major Kyle for not respecting our authority. So, anyway.
The biotics had the researchers in strategic points, Admiral. I had no choice.
Even in tighter spots than that, there's always a choice. Your assistance in this matter is noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Hey, you're the one who chose me to do the job. You know perfectly well what I'm capable of. If you didn't want me to do it, you would have done it yourself. Oh wait, you're an Admiral. Of course you wouldn't do it yourself, so. But anyway, it's time, folks. It's time after all this time. Well, after many, many episodes. Although it wasn't as many as before from Citadel to do Novaria, but this time it's to Pharaoh's. Finally, we're gonna do the next critical planet. So, if you're trying to woo any characters, a good time to talk to them before you get to the next critical planet. Obviously, because it sets the new set of dialogue. I think, did I? Oh no, I guess I didn't actually get to doing these planets. So, okay, so let me look up really quick if there's anything I need to know about. Let's see about these planets. I don't think there's anything like really. Let's see, sharing. I guess it would be sharing, right? Because there's no E, so sharing, maybe. Let's see. Just seeing if there's any random info about them. So. No, not on that one, so... Alright, what do you got? Prothean data disk recovered. The planet Sharing displayed some strange readings while being scanned. Chief Engineer Adams pinpointed the source and located a strange object. Tali and Adams brought it on board and spent hours taking it apart. The purpose of the object is still uncertain, but it was Prothean in nature and obtained a Prothean data disk. Ooh boy. But yeah, obviously we have to just stop on Pharaoh, which is the next mission. It has something to do with like the geth apparently attacking the colony, so we need to know why they're doing that. Quana? Amakina, maybe? Not sure on that one. Let's see. No, nothing really important here. Not until the 3rd game, apparently. Oops, I meant to survey it. Because otherwise, why would we be here? To explore the galaxy? Push. Light metal survey scans the planet's Kana or Quana? Kina? Kana? Anyway, Cobalt is there. Alright. What's the next one? Logan, as far Logan named after the famous X-Men, of course. Actually I don't know who it's named after. There's really no note on it, so but yeah, nothing there. There should be one more. Was it Siatu or whatever? Ooh. Yeah. Siatu or Siatu or something like that. So let's see what that one says. No, nothing on that one as well. So oh yeah, and I guess before we keep going with the episode, I should probably do some more codex reading. And we get some yeah, we get Renegade 9 for bad-mouthing the Admiral. Well, we didn't bad-mouth him. But we were just like, we tried our best, Commander. There's nothing we could do. Anyway. And see, we already did our personal history. What did I do? Did I do ship and travel before? Yep. How many do we have of those anyway? Faster and light drive. Drive charge. As positive or negative elective current. Electric. I don't know why I said elective there. Is passed through the FTL drive core. It acquired a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of the ship. All underground crew members are fried to a crisp. All electronic systems are burned out and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection to the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels like dreadnoughts cannot land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from drive cores to the external armored hull, then drives into the magnetic field. As the hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away into the field, creating beautiful auroral displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charge to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharging in a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging into a powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities, such as the Citadel, often have special discharge facilities for visiting ships. So you have to discharge, like... I guess you just... it just leads out, right? It just takes... So you're not actually... It says discharge. Okay, anyway. Space combat. Combat endurance. Heat limits the length and intensity of ship-to-ship combat. Well, we won't... Actually, we never... That's the sad thing about Mass Effect. We never do get a ship-to-ship... Like, outside of like, cutscenes and stuff like that, there's never, like, a mini-game or anything like that where you control the Normandy to attack other ships. I mean, of course, the Normandy is supposed to be, like, kind of a quick... fighty ship and stuff like that, so I guess it's not meant for long-term combat. But that's kind of one of the few things I could have done with this game, especially in the later games. Made like a mini game where you could like, kind of like in Star Wars: Old Republic, where you every once in a while got to control the turrets of the gun to blow up ships, you know. And they could have just allowed it to be an ignorable mini game if people didn't want to play it, for example. But oh well. Starships generate enormous heat when they fire high-energy weapons, perform maneuvering burns, and run on board combat electronics. In combat, warships produce heat more quickly than they can disperse. As heat builds within a vessel, the crewed ships become increasingly uncomfortable. Before the heat reaches lethal levels, a ship must win or retreat by entering FTL. After an FTL run, the ship halts, shuts down non-essential systems, and activates the heat radiation gear. Combat endurance varies by ship design and by the battle's location. Battles in the deep cold of interstellar space can go on for some time. Engagements close to a star are brief. Since habitable worlds are usually close to a star, battles over them are frantic. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, how many little space things have we got? I'll do like maybe... Oh boy, this one's a long one. Alright, I think we'll do this one and then we'll go on with the plot. We're not going to have all episodes of me reading. Shells lofted by surface navies crash back to Earth when their acceleration is overwhelmed by gravity and air resistance. In space, a projectile has a limited range. It will keep moving until it hits something. Was it, They make a joke about that in Mass Effect 2. Was it... Newton's law is a son of a bitch. Practical gunnery range is determined by the velocity of the attacker's ordnance and the maneuverability of the target. Beyond a certain range, a small ship's ability to dodge trumps a larger attacker's projectile speed. The longest range combat occurs between dreadnoughts, whose projectiles have the highest velocity but are the least maneuverable. The shortest range combat is between frigates, which have the slowest projectile velocities and highest maneuverability. Opposing dreadnoughts open with a main gun artillery duel at extreme ranges of tens of thousands of kilometers. The fleet's close maintain the evasive lateral motion while keeping their bow guns facing the enemy. Fighters are launched in an attempt to close to disrupt their torpedo range. Cautious admirals weaken the enemy with ranged fire, and fighters strike before committing to close action. Aggressive commanders advance so cruisers and frigates can engage. At long range, the main gun of cruisers become useful. Friendly interceptors engage enemy fires until the attackers enter the range of the ship-based Guardian? It's gotta be Guard. Because it can't be Guard, because that's G-A-R-D, so... Guardian? Dreadnoughts fire from the rear, screened by smaller ships. Commanders must decide whether to commit to general melee or retreat into FTL. At medium range, ships can use broadside guns Fleets intermingle and it becomes difficult to retreat in order. Ships with damaged kinetic barriers are vulnerable to wolfpack frigate flotillas that speed through the battle space. Only fighters and frigates enter close knife range is of 10 or few kilometers. Fires loose their disruptive torpedoes, bringing down a ship's kinetic barriers and allowing it to be swarmed by frigates. Guardian lasers become viable weapons, swatting down fighters and blowing away at warship armor. Neither dreadnoughts nor cruisers can use their main guns at close range, letting the bow when unmoved target become impossible. Superheated thruster exhaust becomes a hazard. Man, oh man. Danger, danger. Anyway, now we can go to Pharaoh's. No, I'm not holding it off, folks. I'm gonna do Pharaoh's. Trust me. So, but anyway, yeah, make sure to do any like talking to your comrades and stuff like that, because then when we do that, when you do the next planet, it'll swap to the next set of. Well, it won't swap if you haven't talked to them. It's just you lose out on the end of certain dialogue if you don't do it. Possibly. I think you can do it one more time with the. At least when it comes to love interests, but the thing is if you've been talking to either Ashley and Liara or Ashley and Kaiden, when you do the second critical planet, there will be like an extra cutscene that'll occur if you've been talking to all of them and properly wooing both companions. So keep that in mind. If you're doing it at the same time, if you've been doing it separately, then you wouldn't have to worry, because if you hit a certain point with the character, you lock out the other character. But if you end up doing it at the same time, that's different. But I'll show you that whenever we finish Pharaoh's, which would have happened if I'd I guess it'd always be Pharaoh's, because you have to have Liara in the group and have to, well, no, it can possibly happen on Novaria too, depending on when you do it, I think. But anyway, I digress. So it looks like this is Exogeny is a kind of in charge here, so let's see what happens when we land. Hopefully nothing crazy is gonna go on here. No sci-fi weirdness. Oh, there's gotta be sci-fi weirdness. Alright, we've landed, now it's time to go to Pharaoh's. Yeah, it doesn't automatically drop into it, so. Like all planets, Pharaoh's is going to have, because like the description says, is going to have a lot of geth on there, so obviously being an engineer, or bring either Kaiden, Garrus, or Tali with you, either one. Obviously Tali is probably better because she has the hacking ability, but that's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, who do I want to bring for this one? I already did, see, when I did Novaria, I already brought Rex and Garrus. As far as I remember, I don't remember there being any super interesting dialogue between the two of them for this one, especially on Renegade. At least none that really pops out to me. The only thing that really popped out was some minor dialogue choices, so I'm going to try to do different character. Well, obviously I can't for Liara there, but I think well, actually, this is a human colony, so let's bring our human allies with us. So Ashley and Kaiden will go, and that'll cover combat. And Kaiden has a bit of tech for the purposes of hacking, or not hacking, for decryption and electronics. So obviously, it's up to you. But like I said, you at least want to bring one character with electronics or decryption involved. That's pretty much the big thing. Oh yeah, off screen I ended up buying at the shop this Mantis Armor. Not that the armor itself mercenary armor. Not that it's the best armor, but I was like, you know what? I have like, was it almost 6 million credits? I'm gonna end up, probably by the end of this mission, I'm probably gonna end up having max credits by then. So I just need to start buying stuff, even if I don't really need to. So I've been buying armor and stuff like that, and I think there's a couple shops here at Pharaoh's. So we can spend some money there if I need to, because we got plenty of money at this point. So it's moot to hold on to it. I probably shouldn't have been holding on to it as long as before. Yeah, remember this? Kind of reminds you of Novaria's docking bay. Oh well. Yeah, can't avoid the reusing of assets. Why not? They're there, right?
I saw your ship. Dan wants to speak with you immediately.
I'm a Spectre, Commander Shepard. I don't listen to pissants like you. Who, why, who, what, where, why, and sometimes how. He can wait.
I've got business of my own to tend to.
The geth wait for no one. They're preparing another attack. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Take cover! Heads up!
Well, he's dead. As far as I know, you can't stop him from dying. So, oh well. Whoops. All right. But yeah, I think he just gets insta killed, or whatever as soon as he. Oh, I thought he was dead for some reason. Wait. Oh, my weapon wasn't working for some reason. Oh right, I need to. Oh yeah, I need to equip people now that I'm actually in combat at this point. So, yeah, I was messing with inventory stuff and I forgot to sell all my grenades. But I'll just do that. Actually, no, I don't want cryo. Yeah, let's go with incendiary in this one. Oh yeah, and the other reason I bought the mercenary gear is so I could actually have 2 equipment slots as well. So, well, we don't really need. Actually, is there toxin in this level? On this planet? Sort of, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So, really, since we're, I mean, obviously, since we're fighting geth, I mean, obviously, stuff that protects against tech damage would also be a good idea. Actually, maybe that and energy weave. Well, no, that's energy weave and kinetic exoskeleton might be good for the main character, just in case for tech attacks and stuff like that. So, and then since we're fighting them, let's go ahead and damage, frictionless, and let's get with. Although at some point the tungsten rounds aren't going to be as good because you'll have clearly better equipment. Okay, so that's it for that. Yeah, Kaiden, I gave him my duelist outfit so he could also have 2 gear. We'll go ahead and give him the reduction of cooldown ability, and also, we'll give him the kinetic exoskeleton as well to help with his shields and everything with that, since he's a weak little boy. And let's see, we'll give him, since I didn't bring a sniper character, we'll give him the combat optics, and it does give you a little bit of accuracy while equipping it, so that's nice. We'll give you. You already have plenty of weapon stability, so yeah, I guess I'll give you a rail extension. And then we'll just give you incendiary rounds for you. And then Ashley. Oh yeah, she doesn't have the 2-point armor, unfortunately. That's almost why you might want to consider giving her weaker armor, just so she can equip the 2 things. It's not that big of a deal for her anyway. But anyway, let's see, what do we want to give her? I think we'll give her combat exoskeleton on that, and yeah, friction, stabilizer, and that's better for a shotgun, really. And we don't want to give her. Maybe we'll give her inferno rounds as well. We'll try the snow blind round, see how they work. Okay, and then as soon as we land on Pharaoh, we get a new update to the geth attack. We need to speak with Phaidan about the situation, especially after his ally got blown up. So, all right, yeah, we'll see if we can. Even though you got armor on, let's see if you. Nice. Actually. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that many grenades. I only meant to throw one. It's a good kind of a. We'll just bash into you. Clocked him in the back of the head. Ugh. But yeah, I didn't mean to waste 2 grenades. How do they do that? Activate the shield out there. That must be a glitch. Anyway. Yeah, most of the geth here are pretty straightforward geth. Later on, we'll start meeting the stalkers and dreadnoughts and everything. Yeah, definitely not a fan of the mercenaries color though, or because I'm not really a fan of red. Although you should look at Garrus's new outfit that I got. It was one of the drops I got, but it is a bright red. It looks terrible. But anyway, another stalker who may or may not have been your first encounter with this guy, depending on the situation. That's how you get them. You Yeah, throw his ass. I think this one has 2 stack. Oh. And then we got the sapper right there. Where's lift? Yep. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the geth having a particularly resistance to biotics. I think there's like I think like the what's the name? The dreadnoughts or whatever they are. They're obviously the super heavy ones are resistant unless you have them, unless you have your abilities maxed out.
What if I find geth there?
Are you saying you won't go?
No, I'll go.
Alright, so let's look at the map. Yeah, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy, and then there'll be more to come. Don't you worry. I'll get some infernal rounds. Alright. What do you guys have to say?
Those geth are bloody dangerous.
Well, yeah, but anything else to say?
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thin.
We came as quickly as we can. We had to deal with some corporate planets, but, you know.
Get ready.
You know, they're icy. We had to deal with mom and milkers, so.
Die of thirst. The geth will surely kill us all.
Maybe. Well, now that I'm here,
How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
I don't know, patience, trial and error, I don't know. They are named, so they will have something to say, but we have to talk to Fidan first before most of them will do anything. Oh, there's a Solarian here.
I fear the geth will kill us all.
Well then. Yeah, but they will have stuff to say. We just have to help with the geth attack and talk to Fidan before they'll actually unlock and do something for us, so. Let's see. I was just trying to remember if there was anything over here. Yeah, there's some areas on these maps where they really don't lead to anything at all. Oh well. Eh, not that every map has to.
I don't know how to use a gun.
Beat them with the end of it if you have to. Just don't let those geth get by you.
Yeah, otherwise they'll put you on metal spikes.
They're coming. They just keep on coming.
Stop the geth.
The geth can't be allowed into the heart of the colony.
But yeah, they'll put you on a metal spike and turn you into a husk or whatever, which is pretty gruesome when you think about it. Because doesn't it, like, they put a spike and it, like biologically changes their bodies into, like, metal or something like that. I think there is a thing in the codex that talks about, like, what the process is called and everything like that. Up, must mean there's a... Really? No, oh, maybe I have to pull up my weapons. Okay. Apparently there's enemies in the tunnels, because that's... Yeah, the combat optics only works when you actually...
I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Why do they want the heart of the colony so badly? But anyway, yeah, it's combat optics obviously don't work until you actually pull them out, so which makes sense. So, alright, looks like we got quite a few shock troopers in the way. How about a black hole? Now, let's see. This is why I maxed out singularity, just so I could do crap like this. Huh. I got a few more. We had to beat these guys before we can go back and talk to them.
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
Oh. Well, you died. I think that's another guy you can't save as well, if I remember correctly. Alright. And, I don't know. Yeah, let's just buffalo you so you can get knocked down. Yeah, how does it feel, enemies being like charged into and meleeed? Yeah, I don't think you like that, do you? Well, not quite. There's still a few more enemies, so they're up here, but I got another singularity. Let's activate that again. Ha! They're like, wait, no! I don't want to fly! And there's a geth drone over there, just like in the beginning of the game. Uh-oh. Those guys can be kind of dangerous because, you know, they can fly anywhere and they can, and they can snipe you, so you have to be kind of careful. But since I've got pretty good armor and I've got like really good weapons, I don't have to worry about strategy as much right now. I can still get hurt pretty badly, but with barrier, and my natural armor shields that I've got. Where did you come from? You just popped up like a, well, goddamn Jack in the Box. Oh, there's a destroyer, but we'll destroy you. There you go. And one more. Yeah, you better run, assholes. Huh. Wussies.
That should keep Vidan and the others safe. After an update, we can head out for the main geth encampment.
Yeah, we've got other things to deal with. And sorry if you can hear like my chair being all super squeaky and everything like that. That's the problem with certain chairs, and at least it's not making that loud crack that it used to. Well, I swapped out chairs, so because before it'd be like "tuk," it would make like a really loud sound, and if I was recording or talking and having it being in the middle of the conversation, I'm like, oh, I can't edit that out. Well, I could if I had like really good like what's that soundboarding technology where you can like separate lines of audio to, but I don't have anything like that. So, oh, nice, we got a lot of medical, even though I didn't need the Metagel, but I don't really have the money to be like splurging on audio samplers and stuff like that. I mean, I probably could find a free one around the internet if I really wanted to, but yeah, I'm just lazy. Alright, anything? No good armor, right, from these guys? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I didn't think so. Probably something to sell later, or Omnigel if we ever get to that point. Yeah, we're pretty much, really by this level, we're pretty much cleaning over hand or fist now, so although Pharaoh is technically supposed to be the last planet you go to, well, okay, not technically because there's another planet, there's another critical planet before the final phase of the game, which we have to do all of them anyway, but most people tend to do that one last, and Pharaoh is like next to last, usually on your first playthrough. And the main reason for that is because of, oh yeah, technically I shouldn't be going this way because it takes me to the next area, and you can't really, as far as I know, you're not allowed to go there yet, but
Oh god, they're everywhere.
Yep. Another case of hey, let's see if I can lift you. Ah. Yeah, no flying around the map now, huh? Yeah, this is why you usually want someone with biotics with you when you're fighting the geth, because you know that guy who's like running all over the place, you know, the stalker just jumping all wimbly nimbly. You know, if you have strong enough biotics, you can just force him to be in the air so you can actually target him. So, or you can just hack him if you have Tally with you, or an engineer with a hack, or if you made a character and put the and gave yourself the hack ability, which you can do. And you better go back for now, because I think there's some, well, because I know there's some missions you have to unlock when getting here, so I might as well do those first. So when we talk to the villagers and everything like that, you can skip doing the missions for the villagers if you wish to. It's up to you. It's just a way for more experience and stuff like that. So, but yeah, let's go back. I don't want to, because there is, if I remember correctly, there's a quest that requires us to go there anyway. I might as well not have to come back twice. So, yep. Sorry, I was thinking about something really quick, and then there's another area as well, but we have to I think we have to talk to the leader at least before we jump that way. So yeah, that actually takes us to the next location, is that Prothean Skyway thing. Takes us to the next section of the map, and that'll be a big area there. So hey, I took care of your problem, dude. Are you gonna think it's me now, Arcelia, or whatever?
The tower's secure, thanks to you, Commander.
Yeah, I didn't do it for you. I did it for me, myself, and Irene.
I'm interested in what Saren sent the geth to find. Nothing more.
If it's geth you're looking for, you've come to the right place.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Is that a Star Wars reference? They'll be back, and in greater numbers. I've seen it before. Sorry, I can't really do a good Obi-Wan, but...
Tell me what the geth want. Why are they attacking you?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
Exogeny, another corporation. We just can't stay away from these people. I guess it's what makes the world go around, I guess. Exogeny?
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of geth between here and there.
Oh, that's easy. We're prepared, no problem. Good.
Every geth I kill brings me one step closer to Saren.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
Kind of reminds me of, was it from, was it The Faces of Evil? I think it was. Oh, no, it was the one with, it was one of the CDI Zelda games, and you played as Zelda in that one. It wasn't The Faces of Evil. I think it was the one at Gamelon or whatever. And she kills one of the enemies. It's like some wizard, and he turns into like, he goes, "You killed me!" And she goes, "Good." Oh man, that game's so bad, but it does have some funny meme-worthy moments, even though I hate memes. You know what I mean, it has funny moments in it.
What can you tell me about the defenses the geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
Yeah, I think at my levels, and with Ashley at my side, I think we've got this. I don't know why I said that. I think it's just because she's specifically being shown in the background there. She's watching me. She's judging. She's looking at my ass. You know she is, viewers.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Isn't all that stuff your guys' problem? I'm only here to kill things. That's what a commander does. No. Yeah, if you don't want to help them, you could easily go to that. Now that we talked to them, we can now go to the Prothean tunnel and go right to the next step. But you do miss out on some experience and stuff like that. So even if you're playing a Renegade Shepard, it's probably a good idea to take these all out. And the geth in the tunnels is where we were going to before I decided to go back. So,
do you have information about geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
All right. Well, what about water? Did the geth destroy that too? Was all this problems here before the geth, or did they just happen to appear as soon as the geth came?
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
All right. One more person to talk to. Great. Power?
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
So you're saying we need more power? Oh. Food shortage?
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what to eat around here, so anyway, another topic.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Pharaoh in general.
Of course, Commander.
All right. See, we already did operations, so the colony?
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
Tranquil despite everything that's going on in this shithole of a planet, but, you have a weird way of things, but we could get you out of. Yeah, exactly. We could just evacuate you and not even mess with this.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
So this is your home, but yet it's corporate owned. So is it really your home? I guess corporation is just another type of family in this world or something like that. But how many people lived here anyway?
How big was the original Pharaoh's colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's Hope.
Zoo's Hope. Wait, is that a reference to Jade Empire maybe? Could be.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
Of course the corporation wouldn't do it out of goodwill or the production of the species. Gotta steal those natural artifacts and everything like that. That's all it's to it. But anyway, artifacts?
I wonder if that's what the geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the geth could know something we don't.
They know a lot of things we don't. So anyway, goodbye, scum.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Actually, I don't know why I've been naturally aggressive when it comes to my speech and talking to people like this. I guess I'm just trying to get into the feel of Shepard here, being a renegade or person. So
These people came here looking for a better life, and look what happened.
yeah. Well, they chose to colonize a far outward planet. You just gotta expect danger sometimes.
Makeshift defenses, untrained civilians. It's a miracle anyone is still standing.
The human spirit, I guess. Oh wait, there's aliens here. So the humanoid spirit.
These people
Okay,
came
you're
here
repeating.
looking for a better life.
Come on,
And look what
Ashley, get him to stop talking.
Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here. Scratch that. It's not a nice place to visit.
There you go, telling the truth like you always are, Ashley.
Gotta give these colonists credit. They don't give up easy.
I guess.
Nice place to visit, but
Okay,
I wouldn't want to live
repeating
here.
now. So, all right, let's talk to all the random people and see what we can unlock.
There, dear. You'll get through this. Just relax.
My headaches are getting better. I just have to stop thinking about the past.
And then stop thinking about the past and playing games that suck ass. Now we get a codex for checking that. I forgot which codex it is. Oh yeah, we get an assignment now. Geth in the tunnels. We're talking to talking to them about that. You cleared the Geth from the tower, but there's still Geth in the tunnels. Finding and destroying the Geth transmitter will give Zoo hopes a better chance at survival. I think if you don't do any of the missions, Zoo's hope at the end of this episode, and I think at the end of the quote unquote in the layer game says they basically it fails and they have to leave and whatever. So apparently doing that codex unlocks communications methodology. As the population of the galaxy increases and new worlds are settled, timely access for home users and frontier settlements with underdeveloped communication infrastructure is a growing problem. To ameliorate bandwidth issues, a sophisticated array of data caches and virtual intelligence search agents programs are available. When a user submits a query, it is first routed to the data cache in the colony and star system. At the cache, the user search agents VI collates mountains of locally stored data to find the desired material. If the information is not available locally, the query is passed along to the neighboring systems, and now we're to expanding network. VI search agents in those systems replicate the search. If the desired information is found, it is compressed into a burst file and queued for transmission to the source system. The burst is assigned a priority based on the number of queries for it. The greater number of queries and the higher the priority. When a new solar system is first connected to the net, a selection of the most popular data is installed locally. Though storage hardware is cheap, the capacity required to hold all the data produced every day by trillions of people on hundreds of worlds is not trivial. It's not economical to store local copies of all data available on obscure topics just in case. As colonies mature, older and less populated chunks of data filter into them as the results of queries are placed in the local archive. Searches for obscure topics are increasingly likely to produce instant results as the archives grow. Huh, interesting. The only, weirdly enough, the only word I'm actually not familiar with is ameliorate. That's actually a word I don't hear. I mean, obviously I know about it from the game, but I don't remember like what it means off the top of my head. So let's learn something today, folks, as I look it up. If that's actual, I assume that's a real word. Ah, there we go. Let's look. On dictionary.com. Verb to make something bad or unsatisfactory better. The reform did much to ameliorate living standards. Don't hear that term very often, do you? Let me see if there's any other versions of it. Intransitive verb, to grow better. Okay. I think, obviously I'd probably figure it out based off the context of the sentence and everything like that, but I usually like learning new words. I'm one of those people that has like one of those calendars that's like a word a day type of thing, so I don't end up using it as much as I would like, but oh yeah. And the mission updates to go to the Exogeny headquarters. Oh, and I guess geth and tunnels didn't. Yeah, just find the geth. So, well, you said you were having a headache, huh? So how are you guys doing?
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What? I've heard this voice actor before, but I'm trying to recall. I think he's been in other video games and stuff like that, but I don't remember his name, so sorry about that. Personal questions?
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Oh, is that Udina's voice actor? I think it is, actually. It sounds like him, so I wouldn't be surprised if they got some voice actors to voice multiple characters. The only characters they probably didn't have are, like, maybe main NPCs, like your crew. Or if that's not Udina, it's like someone similar to his voice, because I've heard that voice before. And obviously they wouldn't have characters like Anderson, because Keith David's voice is too distinct to have him voice anyone else. Or at least if he does, he'd have to severely change his voice to do it.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
This is spectacular? Man, I guess people in the colonies and out in the middle of nowhere think things are nicer than what they appear to be. How's your wife?
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
I guess that's true. I'm not much of a doctor, but...
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
I guess time heals us all, I guess.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
I mean, time heals all wounds, but anyway. Why can't you tell me? I mean, at least give your perspective.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
No autonomy of your own. You have to give in to the leader. The leader knows all.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
You expect me to stop all the attacks myself? Well, I am Commander Shepard, so...
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Wait, what was that? That was weird. Why'd she all of a sudden change her... What's wrong? I should get... I should go... I just love the neutral option sometimes. I hope you're not contagious. Ew, cuties!
I'm not going to catch anything from you, am I?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I can't see anything significant, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Yeah, and you get, obviously, if you choose the top option, you get a +2 in Paragon. If you say, ew, get away from me, then you get renegade points. So just for being a dick. Yeah, a lot of renegade points are from kind of being a d-bag. So sorry, just something caught in my throat. All right, let's go through all your terminals and see what else you're doing. Cargo logs. While decrypting these logs, you found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager cluster. The logs aren't clear, but it appears that they maybe have been dropped off somewhere in the Amazon system. Interesting. Haven't we already been to the Voyager cluster? Or, no, was that one of the ones I was going to do later? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, go to the Amazon cluster. Amazon! They're everywhere. They can't get out of our homes. But we'll have to check that out whenever we finish this planet. So I think you can also get that from just going to the planet. There might be another way to like unlock that info, but hello.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
Can't do anything, huh? He's rabid? At least he's not raving rabid, but, well, we could just supply... Yeah, fly supplies in. That would save us all this grief.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Usually most people don't say no to food, so that's kind of weird, but yeah, it's probably obviously dire situation. Colony?
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Yes, he's your leader, but I'm asking you a question. Just answer the goddamn question.
Why should I speak to Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Talk about sheeple. Anyway, can I ask you about your personal life and history and loves and hates?
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
I mean, a lot of things would be better without the geth, but what can you do? Hunting Varen, huh? What are Varen, anyway?
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Well, we get Code X about hunting, and we also get... Or no, I think it's Code X about Varen specifically. Yeah, we get a mission called Varen Meat. David Reynolds wants to solve the colony's food supply by supplementing rations with Varen meat. However, you cannot hunt safely until you remove the dangerous Alpha Varen. So yeah, we had to go kill that thing. Then the Codex, I think it's under... Yeah. Oh, I guess I forgot that the game will automatically highlight like what your latest Codex was, so it's under species. So okay, well, let's read the most important thing.
Varen are omnivores with a preference for living prey. Originally native to the Krogan homeworld of Tuchanka, they are, like most life from Tuchanka, savage, clannish, and consummate survivors. They are pack hunters when vulnerable prey is readily available, and become scavengers when outnumbered or outclassed. Their supreme adaptability, vicious demeanor, and rapid breeding cycle have made them ubiquitous and dangerous pests on many worlds. Virtually everywhere the Krogan have been, Varen infestations have followed, wreaking havoc with the native ecology. The Krogan have had a love-hate relationship with Varen for millennia, alternately fighting them for territory and embracing them as treasured companions. To this day, Krogan raise them as beasts of war. One of the common subgenus of Varen has metallic silver scales, leading to the rather unusual nickname, fish dogs.
Yeah, the primary codex in the game is actually voiced by someone who actually reads it in his dulcet tones. I always forget what the name of this voice actor is. Let me look that up really quick. I always forget. Neil Ross. Oh, yeah. I think I've heard... he's done quite a bit of stuff, if I recall. His voice sounds very familiar. Oh, man. He's been doing stuff for quite a few years. Let's see. All the way back to... Wow. He's been in the game for a long time. Like, since 97, if not older. 1977 in The Little Magician and The Big Bad Mark. Man. And then, obviously, he did Mass Effect in 2007 as the voice narrator. What else has he done? Harvey Birdman, Dragonlance, Garfield, Batgirl, Mass Effect 3 is the he comes back to narrate both games. Oh, he did Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, Crossfire, huh? Wow, very nice, Neil Ross. Your dulcet tones makes the game even better. And I'm not joking either. I like his voice. We'll read the rest of it. I was kind of hoping to save like some of his stuff for later. I'll just have to remember that I haven't read all the creature stuff here because I don't want to bog it down in minutia. So we'll come back to that at a later time. So, all right, more quests, more quests. Everyone's got something to add. We'll talk to that guy here in a second. So I think we'll gather all the quests, and I think it might be a good time to call it an episode. I think. Do you guys have anything new to say?
Davin does what he can. Our food will run out sooner or later.
Huh.
They'll try to rebuild the command post soon enough.
Okay, so we get some minor new dialogue, so.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
No, don't act too excited to see Commander Shepard. Anyway, colony?
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
Different? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Fidan. He knows the colony better than me.
What is Fidan like? The head the head of a hive or something like that? Like, I swear, you people just can't think for yourselves, apparently.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those geth come over the walls.
Well, until the geth get inside, of course.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Fidan, what's the report on... I should go.
These people are, despite being under, obviously the people that act weird because they're under attack by these geth, but they're acting even weirder than they should, like in a different way. What's the matter? You can tell me. Is someone touching you inappropriately?
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work.
What the?
This work must be completed.
Crane controls? What?
I can't talk right now. I'm busy.
Yeah, if you talk to her, you have to, or if you do that, then she immediately stops not wanting to talk to you, so you can't ask her anything else, so. Huh. Yeah, that was weird. I wonder what's going on around here. It seems like the geth aren't the only issue. Yeah, maybe I'm just over. Maybe I'm being paranoid or whatever.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Ooh. Supplies. We can sell all this excess stuff.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place, by all accounts. Though the geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here, too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
So your wanderer's lust was quenched by coming here? That's odd. Yeah, well, I mean, some people find that one place they really want to call home.
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Fidan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
Again with Fidan, I mean, yeah, I know he's the leader and the mayor, but even most people don't, go that far for that. Anyway.
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I never thought I'd stay
for some reason, I
in one
didn't know if
place
I'd
for long,
asked that.
but here,
Because it swapped some of the dialogue
I will
around.
stay here.
So.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
Grows on you? Figuratively or literally?
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat-tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Yeah, actually, these names kind of remind me. Well, there might be some cultures on Earth that are like that too, but I think in fantasy, I think it was gnomes. I think gnomes also have like ridiculously long names too, if I recall. Same with dragons.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat-tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
Huh, so basically your name is like your address? I've heard stranger things, I guess.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Well, let's see what you actually have. Oh, you got some equipment. Oh, so we can get level 10 equipment. I kept forgetting if 10 was the max or not. But yeah, we already have some pretty good. I don't really need to pay for. Yeah, as you can see, despite it being a number 10, the level 7 Spectre gear is still better than it. So Yeah, I don't really need it. Yeah, let's see the tornado. Wow, the Sokolov is apparently a good shotgun because if you have level 9, it's still better. Actually, the level 13 assault rifle isn't bad, but not as good as Spectre gear. I mean, I could technically buy it for Ashley, which I probably should. I do have the money. Ooh, and we finally can buy the Halyat armor. I forgot what level you have to be to get that. It's not this shop specifically, if I recall. I think it's based off your... Well, I'd have to look that up. There are some shops that specifically have certain licenses, but it's also based off your level, too. Same with the Medigel and grenade upgrade. So, anyway, this will give us the Halyat things for our ship. So, I might come back to buy the assault rifle, even though I don't really
Is there
need
something
it.
I can do for you? I'm told to make all
do you get
my
new equipment if I, like, randomized, or... No, I didn't think so. Some equipment doesn't get added, or it gets swapped after a while, that type of thing, so... Okay. Well, see, you were the one who was dealing with power, I think, or...
Nice work with those geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Alright. I need more power.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
Okay, that actually makes sense, because technology is not all universal. Not yet, anyway. You know, especially depending on the age and everything.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Okay, when we do that, we unlock the power cells mission. May O'Connell has asked you to find replacement power cells in the ruins of Zeus Hope in order to restore power to the colony. So we just need to find some power cells. I think they're in that tunnel with the geth, if I recall, so... Alright, Maka Doyle, you're here with the water, right?
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Well, I'm Commander Shepard, and you're going to talk to me, and I'm going to ask you all about your history, except we didn't ask about that other character about her history, but whatever.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I think it's also in that where we had to go to the tunnel, same place, so... do it yourself! I can fly water in.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, true. You make a good point. What was it? What was her voice? Her voice, not Cree Summers, what's the other? No, I think it is Cree Summers. I think that is Cree Summers' voice. She voiced another couple of characters in this. Do it yourself, yeah, bitty.
You know where to find the problem with the water?
The colony can't afford to lose any more of us. We're just too vulnerable.
Well, you think of nothing else then?
You're very focused on the water despite the constant attacks.
I can't think of anything else. So much has happened, but it hurts. If I stay focused on this task, the pain goes away.
Her discomfort seems very real. These people have been through a lot.
It seems a bit more than just stress, though. I think, isn't this like the third person that had to talked about like thinking or their head hurt or something like that, and they had to... Yeah, this is odd. I wonder what's going on here. Maybe Exogeny is like doing some weird experiments on these people or something. I don't know.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the geth attacked. You should speak to Phaidan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
Another person told me to go to Phaidan. Yeah, it was a great colony until the Fire Nation attacked.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Phaidan or one of the others.
And then again with Phaidan.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise...
Well, at least someone makes a realistic explanation about not wanting to tell their whole life story when we're in a dangerous situation.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
Alright, with that out of the way, we get, after talking to her, we get the Pharaoh's water restoration mission. Maka Doyle has asked you to find and activate water valves in the tunnels beneath Zeus Hope to restore water to the colony. We have to find 3 of them. Alright, you guys have anything new?
We could take the fight to these geth. We would. We're not soldiers.
Yeah, makes sense.
Thanks for your help. At least we have time to regroup.
At least someone's thinking, Commander Shepard.
I'm not the best shot, but I'll do what I can.
I forgot why you actually have a name, because I don't think you ever actually give a mission, or we can never talk to you.
I don't know how long we can hold out while their command post is intact.
Because usually in the game, every character has like there's a reason, there's a name for him, because usually you can talk to him outside of it, or there's a mission required. But I think she's like the only character that's named here that doesn't specifically have a mission tied to her, which is odd. But okay, I think we talked to everyone actually. Now that I think about it, and obviously, yeah, we made her. They're just leaving the dead body there, huh? So that's it for. Okay, that's it for that. So now that we're on Pharaoh, Zoob's hopes is in trouble, and despite our best idea to just go straight to the geth, feels like we need to help these people because, well, it gives us money and experience for one, but two, it'll promote the human colony, everything like that, despite it being better for exogeny in the long run. So we'll be able to put the power, the water, and the food problems to rest as we fight the geth and explore Pharaoh even further. Find out next time in the next episode of Mass Effect. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.